Hello everyone, warm welcome to you all. Here we are from LingoThoughts Foreign Language Institute and FNN Consulting. I'm Shaishav Bhatt and he's Sridhar in the other screen there. We are here to discuss about studying in Germany. And if you want to come to Germany to study or to work, we can help you out in different ways. And in this session, we are about to discuss the same. So over to Sridhar to explain more about FNN Consulting.
Yeah, thank you, Shaishav. Thanks for the short introduction. And yeah, thanks for inviting me today for this interview. Basically, just to give you a short overview, the FNN Consulting stands for Firoda and Naik Consulting. So it's this I founded together with one co-founder, Rahul Naik. That's why it's Firodia and Naik Consulting. So basically, we are a professional consultancy based out of Berlin with a focus on Indo-German business and education sectors. So uh, Basically, we have two business verticals in FNN Consulting. The first one is about the business. So we support companies or like SMEs from India to expand their business in European countries. And then regarding education, we support individuals or students from India who wish to study in Germany. So, I mean, me and my co-founder Rahul, we both studied and worked in Germany since last more than 6 years, and we know the cultural importance in both the countries, and that's why we decided to start this consultancy in order to support the students who wants to achieve their German dream and who wants to come to Germany to pursue their higher studies. And I mean, we personally been through all these phases and the challenges as a student, then as an working professional. We had this idea to start this consultancy, and our vision in FNN Consulting is to build an ecosystem for the students to not only support them for the application support or just pre-departure support. We also support them once they arrive in Germany.
Wow. And I think that that's a lot of things and a very complex process from thinking about applying applying for masters or bachelors in Germany and then to finally come here and start your studies. And doing masters would have been a biggest challenge, but you face a lot of challenges even before that. And so my next question would be, why do you think Germany is the right place to study with so many complex steps? And what are your thoughts about it?
Yeah, correct. So basically, when it comes to Germany, the one of the important factor which students consider is about the fee structure in Germany. So as you know, most of the universities in Germany, they are public universities, and there is no tuition fee at all. And in some of the universities, you have very less tuition fees. So like when I compare the fee structure, Germany is quite cheap compared to other countries. And then when it comes to the education system, like Germany offers a very excellent research and practical oriented courses. It ranks among the best in the world. And all the universities and all the courses in Germany, they are internationally recognized. So once you finish your master degree or your bachelor degree from Germany, you are eligible to work anywhere in the world. So this degree is valid across the world. And one of the important factor which I personally experienced after finishing my study in Germany is about the visa process in Germany. So it's quite straightforward and simple. So as a student, you initially get a student visa, and once you finish your study, you get 18 months of job searching visa, which I think is very useful for the students to get enough time to search for a new job. Because um, if you compare it to other European countries, you normally get only 3 to 6 months of visa to search a new job. So 18 months is quite enough to for the students. And once you get a job in Germany, then you can easily get the blue card or your permanent residence. So yeah, these are some of the like important points which students consider, or these points attract students to come to Germany.
Mhm. So all that hassle of the application process is completely worth it because not only you get the best universities and
Right.
your fees are waived off, your tuition fees, but also you get a long time to search your job and you can make sure that you land up into a right company or right job that fits you after doing your studies and after putting so much efforts in your bachelor's or master's. Great. That brings us to the next question. What is the application criteria and what are the financial preparation one needs, even if the tuition fees are waived off?
Well, the application criteria is you need some set of standard documents in order to apply to German universities. So this you can get anywhere. And I mean, it depends on the university requirements. So in some universities, you need to have your IELTS exam. In some universities, if you're especially interested in management courses, then you need to have your GRE or GMAT exam. So these are like some of the standard prerequisites. And when it comes to bachelor, for example, in Germany, you need to have at least 13 years of educational background from India. And if you want to do masters in Germany, then you need to have like 4 years of bachelor degree from India. So in some cases, students have only 3 years of bachelor degree. Then in that situation, they need to do 1 year preparatory course in Germany, and then they can start their masters. And then talking about the financial preparation that one needs, well, it depends in which study he is going to do his education. So if the student is going to study in public university, so there are no tuition fees. The student needs to pay the semester fees, which is like close to 200 or 300 euros, depending on the university. And then the overall expenses for the 1 year is around 10 to 15 lakhs. So
Okay.
in order to apply for the visa from India, you need to show like 10,500 euros in your account, like to prove that you are financially prepared to come to Germany. And so this is the money which you will use for the first year.
Mhm.
And so normally like 10 to 15 lakhs max should be enough for yeah, if there is no tuition fee in Germany. Yeah.
Okay, so I think whoever is planning to apply for the studies has to prepare financially for an amount up to 10 to 15 lakh.
Basically, this amount is for the first year, and for most of the students, once they come to Germany, they do part-time job, they do internships. So in the next year, for most of the students, they don't need to even bring any extra amount from the India. So
Yes, I agree.
this should be enough. Yeah,
I think we have common friends in Berlin who have also done
right.
part-time jobs and worked at companies like delivery services or Burger Kings, and then earned 8 to 10 or 10 to 12 euros an hour, and they have worked for 20 hours a week, and that should be enough for surviving as a student in Germany at least. Okay, this brings me to the next question. I have a lot of friends as well who have directly come for master studies, one being you. And I was curious about the bachelor study scenario here or the bachelor study scene here. What do you think, and who can think of applying for bachelor studies? What is the criteria?
Mhm. So basically, the bachelor education system in Germany is a little bit different than India. So I mean, I'm talking about the requirements. So normally, as you know, in India we have 10 plus 2 education system. So in order to do bachelor in India, you need to have like 12 years of education background, then you can apply for the bachelor. But in Germany, it's a bit different. They need 13 years of education background. So that's why if you want to do bachelor in Germany, you need to fill up this gap between this 1 year.
Mhm.
And to fill up this gap, you have like two options. Either you can do 1 year degree program in India. So then you will have 13 years of education background, and then you can apply to bachelor studies in Germany. Or if you want, you can also come to Germany after your 12th, then do this 1 year preparatory course, which is called a student colleague.
Mhm.
And after doing this student colleague course, you are eligible to apply for the bachelor studies. So it's like you do until 12th, you study in India, then you need to do 2 to 3 levels of German, which is like a minimum requirement for the visa. And once you come to Germany, you do this student colleague course. And after that, you need to give the short assessment test once you finish this 1 year preparatory course. And then you can apply to any universities in Germany for bachelor.
Wow. But I think it's a really interesting prospect to study bachelor's as well so that your masters
Right.
go smooth
Well,
enough.
it's not common for the Indian students. So even like 95% of the students which enroll to us, they are from the bachelor background who are willing to do the masters in Germany. So in
Wow.
India, it's quite common to do masters abroad, but not bachelor.
Mhm. The information for the aspiring bachelor students. And if you've not thought about it, I think it's worth giving a thought to study in Germany after your 12th standard. This brings me to our next question. I've heard Sridhar speak about the application process, the complexity of it, but also the advantage of it, the visa applications, and the financial preparations that you need. And it's not that easy to get this all together and then finally come to Germany. And there are different challenges uh, that 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 are in your face when you arrive in Germany. So, and that is why Sridhar is here for to help you with all those challenges. And I would like to ask him how.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, that's an important question. That's why we are here today. So basically, in FNN consulting, we have two different ways to support the students. The first one is the crash course, which we organize small workshops
Mhm.
depending on the requirement. So it's usually once in a 2 months with a group of minimum 10 students, and we train them for the application process in Germany. So after attending this 4 hour workshop, they can do their application by their own without any support. So these are like the initial service which we give, but we realize that most of the students they need like one-to-one support. Yeah, they sometimes they have like questions and they don't know whom to ask. So
Mhm.
that's why we also support students. Like we do one-to-one counseling where we support the students throughout their process of coming to Germany. So this support like it's divided into three phases. The first phase is the application support. Second phase is the pre-departure support, and the third one is, and it's the most important, is the on-arrival support for the students. So in the application support, we help our students to shortlist the university according to their area of interest. And we, from our own experience, we know, okay, that most of the students, they don't know, like before coming to us, they don't know exactly, okay, which kind of course they want to do, what which universities they should look. So we do a very detailed counseling with the students in order to understand, okay, what is the interest, and does there any job opportunity in Germany if they finish this kind of courses. So we also recommend courses from our own experience to the students, and we do the application process. So we support them throughout the application process. So preparing their documents, preparing the cover letter, then resume, and so on. And then once they get the admit, we also support them for the pre-departure support, which includes the support for the visa, then also itinerary planning, because most of the students they don't know, okay, what to bring to Germany. Do we shall I buy, for example, shall I buy the laptop in India or Germany? This kind of question.
Or
So
pressure
we also
cooker.
guide them. Exactly, or pressure cooker. Can I get pressure cooker in Germany? So these kind of questions where we support students. And then once they arrive in Germany, we support students for the initial integration in the city. So we, if they are, for example, if they are coming to Berlin to study, then we go to airport, we pick up them, uh, we guide them for the initial processes, for example, local registration, then insurance, then finding accommodation in the Germany. And then after that, we also guide them for the part-time jobs or internship or master thesis, because we we experience this all these phases, and we know, okay, what is really important when it comes to applying for a job or applying for the internship. So we also support our students in that the complete process. Yeah.
I completely agree. As I mean, I when I came to Germany, I had a bunch of colleagues whom I already knew, of course, Germans, and they helped me out with a lot of processes like city registration, which insurances should I buy, and what is important, how to live in Germany, and it is so different than that in India. And I can imagine a student who's just out of his bachelor studies having little experience of the bureaucracy in India as well, and then dealing with the German bureaucratic systems and all the processes here. I think that's a really good job that you're doing there. So great. Shall we move on to the next and the last question I have, Sridhar?
Yeah, sure.
What, according to you, would be the German language requirement, which is also kind of our field as LingoThoughts foreign languages?
Well, yeah, regarding the German requirements, it's really depending on the university requirement. Every university has their own requirements. So some universities ask for the A2 level of German. Some universities ask for the B1 or C1 level. It depends. If you're going to have some German modules in your master course, then you need to have at least C1 level of German. If your course is in complete English language, then sometimes you don't need any German language certificate. But we highly recommend our students to do at least B1 level of German in India, because maybe in your master course or your bachelor course you don't need a German language knowledge. It's not mandatory. But once you come to Germany, you need a German everywhere. Yeah. Once you
Yes.
arrive here, from the next day, if you want to buy anything, if you want to go to restaurant or coffee shop, it's it's everything is in Germany.
Mhm. Even to make friends in your master's course or bachelor's course, if you know German, you would be better integrated with them. That you would get a job in English language.
Right. So
You
if you are
might as well
applying
get.
only in English, then you will have a like lot of competition. And also the German people, they prefer someone who is applying in German. Even though if you can't speak fluent German, but if you're applying in German, if you're showing your interest and the passion for the German, then they like it, and that's a very big advantage. So
Great.
that's why we always say our students to do at least B1 level of German in India, because also if you compare the cost of doing German language course in Germany and India, there is a huge difference. Yeah.
Mhm.
So in India, it's normally it costs 8 to 10,000 rupees for the one level of German, and in Germany it's 40 to 50,000 rupees. So there is a huge
Yes.
difference.
We,
Right.
yeah, that brings us to the end of my list of questions. And thank you, Sridhar, for elaborating so many things in such a short time. I really, it really was interesting, and I learned a lot myself. So I hope this is good for our students that are looking forward to come to study in Germany for bachelor's or master courses. And I have put in the link of Sridhar's FNN Consulting's website in the description section. You can check it out.
Yeah, so thanks for the invitation. It was really a great discussion with you. And yeah, we are really looking forward to work together with LingoThoughts in order to support our students in a very broader way, because we know that German language requirement or German language knowledge is really important when it comes to Germany. And yeah, so
Sure. Looking
thank
forward
you.
then. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.